So now we're live. Hi, my name is Shahriyar Arshad, and I'm the host for this session. A pretty warm welcome to our Mind Byte series presented by TecMan to all our viewers. Uh, Today's session is about ServiceNow ITOM. It's the continuity of our previous two sessions. The first one related to ServiceNow introduction, and then we had the second one regarding ServiceNow ITSM. So it's the third one now that we're doing. It's about ServiceNow ITOM. So the speakers of today's session, as you have already met with them in the previous session, Mr. Adan John and Mr. Humza Naeem. Both are very competent and certified ServiceNow trainers and consultants working with TecMan. Uh, you can watch our sessions on YouTube, LinkedIn, and on Facebook as well. Uh, so today's session will be in two phases. In first phase, we will have the introduction from Mr. Adan John, and in the second phase, we will have question sessions with Hamza Naim. So you can write your questions and comments, and then we can kind of ask from him. So as I mentioned that these sessions will be live on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and on Facebook as well. Now I think first I need to mention few of our strategic partners for today's session. The major one is Architect Solutions, and then NodeCypher, OGMC, and Delta One. You can also find our upcoming sessions on TecMan Academy's official pages on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and in the TecMan.academy official website as well. You can visit and find out. Uh, Also, let me give you a quick rundown for a few of our upcoming free sessions in the same sequence of this series. Uh, in August, we have two sessions regarding ServiceNow ITAM and ServiceNow HRSD. And similarly, in September, we have two pre-scheduled sessions regarding ServiceNow GRC and ServiceNow SPM. And then in October, we also had two sessions regarding ServiceNow CSM and ServiceNow APM finally. Okay, so before heading over to Mr. Adan John, I would like to provide a brief overview regarding today's session. As I mentioned, it's about ServiceNow ITOM. So, what all our viewers will get benefit from it is to learn that how we can manage an IT infrastructure and we can improve our service delivery as part of an organization and as an product as well. And also we can learn about how we can streamline our workflows, automate our tasks, and proactively resolve some of the potential issues that may arise when we don't have good visibility in our organization and in our systems. It also increases your knowledge regarding the productivity related to your assets or whatever the processes that you had, and it also managed to reduce some of your operational costs that you can learn from here. So I won't take much of your time and of my speakers' times. So let's start, and I'm heading over to Mr. Adan John now. Okay, then you can share your screen now, and we can start from there.
Thank you and good afternoon. My name is Adan Saqib, and today at TecMan Mindbite, we're going to look into Introduction to ServiceNow ITOM. So the agenda for today is going to be what is ITOM? Then we're going to look into the key pillars of ITOM ServiceNow, which
Okay, sorry, Adan. I just need to stop you. Have you shared your screen?
yes, I
It's not visible as of yet. So can you please check?
give me a sec. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it is. It
Yes.
is. Thank you.
Okay, so the agenda for today is firstly, we're going to look into what is ITOM and how ServiceNow provides that service. Then we're going to look into the key pillars of ITOM, which are mid-server and CMDB. Not limited to these two, but these are the main ones we're going to be talking about today. So then we're going to look into core modules of ServiceNow ITOM, which are discovery and orchestration. Again, not limited to these, but these are the ones we're going to be touching. So let's start with the basic. What exactly is ITOM in ServiceNow? ITOM stands for IT Operations Management, and in simple terms, it's how ServiceNow helps you manage your infrastructure and services behind the scenes. So while ITSM, which you might already be familiar with because our last session on Byte was regarding ITSM, ITSM is all about handling incidents, changes, and requests, basically idle practices and processes, whereas ITOM is what helps you prevent incidents in the first place. It gives you the tools to see what's going on in your environment, monitor its health, and even take automated actions when something goes wrong. Think of it this way: ITOM is like the engine room of your IT operations. It powers things like discovery, monitoring, automation, and keeps your systems in check. It does all of that without waiting for the users to actually report a problem. So basically, it takes your company from being reactive to proactive. With ITOM, you're not just reacting, you're staying one step ahead of the issues because the platform is constantly gathering data about your infrastructure and using it to keep your operations running smoothly. And one of the biggest ways it does that is by giving you clear visibility into your IT landscape. It automatically discovers your servers, applications, and cloud resources, as well as many other things. And it even maps how they're connected and builds a real time picture inside a CMDB. So instead of relying on spreadsheets and old knowledge, you get an accurate, up to date view of your IT infrastructure, which is basically the foundation for everything else. So, in short, ITOM helps you see what you have, understand how it all works together, and then help you act faster when something goes wrong. Some of the features it uses to do that are firstly, anomaly detection. This feature basically notifies you when performance metrics exceed your thresholds across a wide range of criteria, which can be configured to your specific needs according to your company's requirements. The next feature is automated thresholds. By leveraging AI and machine learning, it automatically creates a dynamic threshold and reduces manual effort that would go into doing it if you were doing it yourself. Then we have Metric Explorer. You can visualize resource performance through Metric Explorer across multiple different CIs, including cloud native containers. So basically, you can view performance data like CPU or memory from cloud based container systems. The next feature ITOM ServiceNow provides is time series database. This allows you to access a long-term database for easy additional analysis across different or other teams. Now, let's quickly go over how ServiceNow structures ITOM into different packages and different tiers depending on the needs of your company. Because you don't exactly need all of the functionalities all at once. So there are three different packages that ServiceNow provides. Firstly, there is ITOM Visibility. The next one is ITOM AIOps Professional, and after that there is ITOM AIOps Enterprise. So each one of these builds on the last one. So you can start small and scale up big as your company grows. Firstly, we have ITOM Visibility. This is the foundation. It includes discovery, service mapping, and the CMDB, and tools like certificate management and firewall audits as well. The goal here is to give you a complete real-time map of your IT landscape. After that, there is ITOM AIOps Professional, which focuses on improving your service health, basically. So this tier adds event management, metric intelligence, and service reliability management, helping you reduce alert noise and allows you to handle issues much quicker and much better. So it brings down your issue resolution times by a lot. And finally, there is ITOM AIOps Enterprise. This is the last one. This is basically the most advanced package that ServiceNow ITOM provides. It brings tools like health log analytics or synthetic monitoring and even cloud accelerator to your company. It's designed to take you from a reactive to proactive approach with anomaly detection and automated remediation as well. What's great is that these tiers are basically modular and additive. So you can scale them as you need as your company grows, because you can't exactly get the maximum use out of it if you just buy the biggest package and most of your functionalities go to waste because you don't have use for them. So in that sense, it's also cost effective and helps you get the best ROI from your investment into ServiceNow. So now we've looked into the what exactly is ServiceNow ITOM. Now we're gonna see some key pillars of ITOM. These are ServiceNow features that can't exactly be called modules, but are absolutely integral to making ITOM work, as well as many other modules that are in ServiceNow. Firstly, let's start with something that's absolutely essential to ITOM, the MID server. MID or MID stands for Management Infrastructure and Discovery. But don't let the name scare you. It's one of those things that sounds much more complicated than it actually is. So, simply put, the MID server is a local agent that you can install into your environment, either on premises or in your cloud infrastructure. Basically, it's a small Java file. As for why do we need it? Well, there are quite a few reasons as to why we need a mid server, but let's start with the fact that your ServiceNow infrastructure lives in the cloud and it can't directly access internal systems for security and firewall reasons because your company cybersecurity policies or your firewall makes it very hard to send data across that. So the mid server solves this by acting as a secure communication bridge between your environment and ServiceNow. Think of your mid server as a smart and secure assistant that lives inside your data center or virtual PC. It talks to your network devices, servers, or applications, and then safely sends all that information back to ServiceNow. It's used heavily in modules like discovery, service mapping, orchestration, and integrations. It's used heavily in discovery, where it scans IP ranges and identifies different assets. In orchestration, it executes automation tasks like restarting a server, and it's also used in integrations as well with things like Active Directory or different databases. So it has more than a few uses. It can be used in many different places. Okay, and also you can install multiple mid servers to scale across different network zones or different regions because it only one mid server can't handle all of the load if your company is too big. So basically, without the mid server, ServiceNow would be flying blind. But with it, we can gain access, visibility, and control all within a secure environment. The next, now we have covered mid server, so let's move to the next key pillar that helps items stay up and running, which is the CMDB or Configuration Management Database. Now, at least for me, it's kind of the opposite of mid server, where mid server was something that sounds much harder and complex than it actually is. I feel like ServiceNow CMDB is one of the deepest and most complicated things in ServiceNow. And the CMDB is basically the central brain of your IT environment in ServiceNow. It's where all of your discovered data, which can be servers, applications, databases, or cloud services. Basically, all of that is stored, organized, and connected in the CMDB. Each item in the CMDB is called a configuration item, or a CI for short. That could be many things like a virtual machine, a router, an API, or even a service. It can also be business applications can be considered ACI as well. And what makes the CMDB very powerful is that it doesn't just store that list of CIs, all of those APIs or services. It also maps how they're connected to each other and how they rely on other CIs. Like, for example, we can take, let's say, for example, it can show you an application that runs on a specific server, which is connected to a database. If that server has an issue, the CMDB helps you quickly see what the other systems might be, what other different systems might be affected by that server going down. So all this relationship data is very critical for things like impact analysis and change planning. It's like many other things as well. And of course, automation as well. And the best part is that you don't have to build it manually. With ITOM discovery and service mapping, the CMDB gets updated automatically, so it stays accurate, current, and usable always, as long as it's maintained properly. In short, CMDB gives you a real-time service-aware map of your entire IT infrastructure. And without it, you're basically just guessing. But with it, you can make proper and informed proper and informed decisions about your company. So now let's look at what exactly is a CI or a configuration item. It's a component in your IT environment that you want to track or relate to other components. That could be something technical like a server, a virtual machine, or a database, or even different switches can be considered a CI. It can also be something logical like a business service or an application. In ServiceNow, each CI is stored in the CMDB with different details like its name, type, or where that device is located, or what's its current status. It also shows, like I've said before, the relationship it has with other CIs. This structure allows us to understand how systems are connected. For example, which server supports which application or which network device is connected to which service. In short, CIs are basically the building blocks of your entire infrastructure map. So next, we're gonna look into the core modules of ServiceNow. Firstly, let's dive into discovery, which is one of the most powerful and essential components in ServiceNow ITOM. So first, we're going to look into what is discovery and what it does and how what does it do. ServiceNow discovery is a process that automatically scans your environment, both on premises and in cloud. So basically, it helps you identify your devices, applications, and much more. It then pulls in details about those resources and maps how they're connected, feeding all that data directly into your CMDB, where then it's used in different other modules as well. This is basically what gives you a real-time accurate visibility of your company's IT infrastructure and IT network of your company, all without anyone having to manually input any of that data into your ServiceNow instance. So now, how does discovery actually work? When a discovery run is triggered, your mid server scans a set of IP ranges on your or different cloud accounts. Then instead of just probing the devices with basic tools, it uses something called patterns. Patterns are reusable logic flows that tell ServiceNow how to identify and explore specific type of CIs. Like it can be an EC2 instance or a database or even an application server. Now, the cool part actually is that patterns are a new feature launched by ServiceNow that combine the roles of probes and sensors. These were two features that used to do the same job as patterns do now. They basically define what you're looking for and how to collect it, and how to map those relationships in all at one place as well. So this is what makes Discovery much smarter and easier to customize. Now, Discovery collects data. It needs to know after Discovery collects data, it needs to know how to match the new information with the existing CIs that are already in your ServiceNow instance or your CMDB. Basically, to avoid creating duplicates or any confusions down the stream. So that's where identification and reconciliation rules come in. These rules act like a unique ID system and provide a primary key to basically link the already established records in your CMDB. It's actually very similar to how class field works in imports and transform maps. They define which attributes uniquely identify a CI, so ServiceNow knows whether to update or create a new record for them. So next we're going to look into how discovery runs in different stages. The first stage is scanning, where basically discovery sends out probe patterns to their ping targets and check if there are any ports available so they can access the device. Then the next stage is classification, in which determines what kind of device it is, whether it's working on a Linux or Windows or other things as well. Then thirdly, we have identification. Identification is basically the reconciliation tools. It checks matching rules to identify the CI, and if it's already made in the CMDB, then the next fourth step is exploration. Exploration basically gathers more detailed data using patterns like where that device is located, even what kind of applications are running on that device, its software, its storage, etc., everything. So the next and last step is population, where it actually takes all that data and pushes that CIA relationships into CMDB and populates your tables in the CMDB. So that's basically what discovery is. The next module we're going to look into is orchestration. And this is where ITOM starts to move from just seeing and monitoring things to actually taking action. Orchestration in ServiceNow lets you automate repetitive IT tasks across your entire infrastructure, things that would normally take a technician logging into multiple systems and running manual commands to fix. For example, it can be like resetting a user password or restarting a Linux service, provisioning access, or running cleanup scripts. All of that can actually be automated using orchestration in ServiceNow. So orchestration leverages workflow designer or flow editor to deliver automation. So in workflow or flow editor, you basically build a step-by-step logic. These workflows can then be can then use activities like PowerShell, REST, or custom scripts as well, all executed through the mid server. Orchestration also comes with a library of ready to use activities for common systems like Windows or Linux and much more. You can also build custom ones if you're needed, depending on your company's requirements and your CIs. So one of the best things about orchestration is that it's not limited to one-time tasks. It can tie into incident resolution, change management, or even trigger it from event management when different alerts are raised. From a business perspective, orchestration helps by reducing manual effort, speeding up response times, and ensuring tasks are done consistently and correctly, which helps your company build a better customer relationship as well and improves your company image. It does all that with full logging and audit trails so you can track your compliance and helps you in governance as well. It's a huge step forward, and it's actually something that we call self-healing IT operations, where the systems don't just detect a problem, they try to fix it automatically. So ServiceNow ITOM's orchestration helps you move one step ahead in that area as well. Self-healing IT operations. Now that we have looked at what orchestration is, now we're gonna move on to question and answers. I'm gonna hand the stage to Humza Naeem for this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Adan. So,
Okay, thank you very much, Adan, for describing us about ServiceNow ITOM and the detailed presentation that you did. So before moving over towards Mr. Hamza Naeem, I would like to summarize a bit in terms of what I gained so far, and I hope the viewers may also go the same. ServiceNow ITOM really, empowers organizations to gain the real-time visibility into their, IT infrastructure, and it really, help them in, automate their issue detections and their service reliability, which we have tools like discovery, event management, and some AI operations as well into the scene. Uh, so currently, most of the organizations is kind of transferring their legacy systems towards ServiceNow ITOM. Just in that case, like they want the real time visibility into their internal systems, their devices, their assets in terms of both hardware and software. So this shift really helped them to from being reactive to any kind of issue that may occur, and then they provide a certain solution to a proactive kind of IT operation. ServiceNow is providing ITOM to develop that kind of proactive approach within those organizations so that they can lead their services to increase the efficiency and reducing any kind of operational supports that they were kind of getting prior to that. Okay, thank you very much, Adan, for providing us such wonderful information. Now I'm handing over towards Hamza Naeem. So, yeah, we have questions coming in. So the first question that we got is, what is ITOM and how it is different from ITSM? So over to
all
Hamza.
right. All right, thank you, Sharia. So ITOM or IT operations management, basically it focuses on how your infrastructure works. It keeps your servers, cloud systems, networks running efficiently, whereas ITSM is all about delivering IT services to end users, like handling incidents, requests, and the changes. For instance, let's say a user reports their email isn't working, so an incident would be created for that and would be appropriately assigned to a specific team to take a look. Whereas IT operation management works like this: if the email server is being monitored, and if it goes down, it will IT operations management detects it and can restart it automatically, or alert IT before users even noticing that problem. So that's how IT operations management uh, makes it different from the ITSM. It works with a proactive approach.
Okay, thank you, Hamza. Now we are moving towards our next question, and it is about what problems does ITOM solve in an organization?
IT operations management reduces the manual work. It avoids service outages. It responds faster to infrastructure issues, like giving complete visibility to overall assets for an organization, whether they're on premise or in the cloud. So without IT operations management, an app might stop working, and the IT finds out only when the users complain. IT operations management tools like event management detects the issue and creates an alert, and that might log an incident and automatically trigger a flow as well to get that resolved.
Okay. Moving on towards our next question. It is from Mr. Arun. How does discovery work in ITOM?
So basically, Discovery scans your networks, clouds, systems to identify devices and apps. Then it updates the CMDB, which is configuration management database. It runs on schedules using credentials securely. So we should set up a mid servers to communicate with the network devices. Discovery finds a new, let's say, Discovery finds a new Linux server in AWS. It sees it runs Apache and then adds that into a CMDB. So if something changes in like in a new IP address had been added, Discovery updates that automatically, keeping your records accurate and up to date.
Okay, yeah, let's moving on towards our next one. It is about what are the main modules of IT operations management?
We have discovery in IT operations management, finding all the servers, app, cloud resources, and adding them to a CMDB. We have service mapping then, which draws a real-time maps showing how applications depends upon the infrastructure. Then we have event management that basically collects the alert from the monitoring tools and reduces noise by showing all the real issues. We have cloud management, which lets us manage our cloud services like AWS, Azure, all from ServiceNow. And then we have AI feature that is operational intelligence that is used to detect unusual patterns, and it helps in predicting the failures.
Okay, thank you, Hamza. So let's move on towards the next one. How does ITOM help with incidents and outages?
Uh, ITOM works proactively, preventing issues by monitoring health, capacity, and performance. So, for instance, if something breaks, it can automatically create incidents, assign them to an appropriate team, and then even trigger a workflows to get them fixed. So, we can take an example over here, like if something crashes, a critical app crashes, ITOM detects that crash, logs an incident, notifies the team, and runs a remediation script that restarts the service. So it helps us reducing downtime from hours to even minutes.
Okay, great. Yeah. Do we have another one? Yeah. How long does it take to implement ITOM?
It varies. It depends upon from an organization to an organization. ITOM implementation depends upon the complexity of your environment and goals. So many organizations starts with discovery and they just get it done in few weeks and then gradually rolls out to service mapping, event management, and automation. So probably if you want to do it from a scratch, it could even take 3 months. And if you're doing only discovery, it could take a couple of weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. Yeah. So do you have another one? Let's see. Yeah. I think so. This is so far that we had. Thank you very much, Hamza Naeem, for answering the questions thoroughly and in detail. So providing our viewers a well kind of structure in terms of their answers and what they got. Okay, so let's move on towards some of our partners that I'm going to share with you. Uh, okay, so guys, here we are. I'm just sharing with one of our major strategic partners that I mentioned earlier in our session, Architect Solutions. So it is, I'm here on their website, and these are some of the services that they are providing related to ServiceNow administration, ServiceNow development as well. So they are providing, end-to-end ServiceNow solutions with full module coverage. You could say a greenfield implementation, and they do have expertise in the brownfield implementations as well. So they are doing the fresh implementations and providing the ServiceNow maintenance support as well. Apart from doing it from the scratch, they do have administration one, and they do have the consultancy area as well, in which uh, they have the experts within ServiceNow that provide and utilizing the industry knowledge and best practices provides their clients the best possible solution. And apart from that, they do have the training module as well, in which they are upskilling not only their own employees but the other companies, or you could say ServiceNow employees, or people working in them, in terms of their technical skills, in terms of their soft skills, and the leadership one as well. So those are some of the aspects in which they are working, and they do have the advisory uh, services as well, in terms of providing the strategic guidance, and getting the valuable insights through which any organization can drive success, and bring the best practices into their workspace. Okay, so leading on towards my next one, I had to present uh, TecMan. As you already know that it's our main, or you could say, kind of training portal, in which we had many courses related to ServiceNow, starting from the fundamentals. Then we do have the paid certification or courses as well. It's the one that we discussed today, ServiceNow Item Essentials. So you can go there and learn about it. We do have few other uh, couple of like related to the certifications as well, in terms of the implementation specialist one, in different modules like PPM, software asset management, hardware asset management, and a couple of others as well. We do have the essential sessions as well. That's for beginners who are just starting their journey in ServiceNow, so they get used to it, and it's totally free. So you just need to sign up and start learning and upgrading your skill set and your journey within ServiceNow. So moving on towards my next one, it's with OGMC. As we did mention, apart from the training material that I shared with you, and apart from that, we do have the architect solution as providing the services. So now the third strategic partner that we had here is OGMC. Uh, it's about our publications related to ServiceNow. As you did see that it's related to the current one, today's one, that is ITOM. And then we hit the knowledge guide here as well. And then if you really upskill that one and you want the certification, then for that part as well, we do have the questions bank, in which you can prepare yourself and be upgrading. Apart from that, we do have the category here, where you can search on other different technologies apart from ServiceNow. We do have the PMO related uh, and the Salesforce, Agile, and some management related books here as well. So you just need to sign in, and you can start your journey in the learning, not only by getting hands-on training, but also apart from that, I think reading is something that can bring your confidence in a much more better form, and you can learn greatly from here. So that's all we had for today's session. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. I'm again thank you to my speakers, Mr. Adan John and Mr. Humza Naeem, for describing this essential ServiceNow module in a much more detailed and appropriate way, so that it may become helpful for our viewers as well and for our audiences. I hope you enjoyed today's sessions. So we will join back you with the next one, with an upcoming one in August, that is too related to ServiceNow CSM. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you. It's goodbye for today.